Two giant names in health insurance, but when it comes down to it, Kaiser Permanente or Oscar Health, which one truly has your back? On one side, the established integrated care model of Kaiser Permanente, and on the other, the tech-savvy, digital-first Oscar Health. Let's forget the marketing speak and take a real look at what matters. We'll break it down by category, giving out points as we go, so by the end, you'll know exactly who takes the win. And trust me, the answer might catch you off guard. Alright, so here's what we're gonna look at. We're comparing them on price and value, provider network, digital experience, care coordination, availability, and, oh yeah, member satisfaction. Let's dive into the details, category by category. So let's start with price and value. Kaiser Permanente, it's all about those predictable copays. Honestly, it's pretty chill knowing exactly what you'll pay, especially for common stuff. Plus, if you're into HMO plans, sometimes you get no deductible, which feels like a win. But here's where it gets tricky. The premiums are usually on the higher side, and there's not a ton of flexibility if you want to customize your plan. Now, Oscar Health slides in with those low-cost options on the ACA exchanges, and their pricing, super clear, like you won't be scratching your head with this one. The flip side. Some of Oscar's plans have higher max out-of-pocket costs, and their pricing can kind of jump depending on where you live. But if all you want is a solid, more affordable option, Oscar tends to come out ahead here. So winner for value and price is Oscar. Moving over to provider network, Kaiser's network is honestly kind of legendary in its own way. Everything's integrated. You go to their clinics, their hospitals, all under one system. The pro. Super centralized care, awesome for coordination. The catch is you're pretty much locked into using Kaiser's docs and spots. No outside routine care. Oscar, on the other hand, partners up with national networks. You get access to all kinds of outside specialists, not just Oscar-branded ones. Downside, network can shrink if you're in a small town, and sometimes providers change more than you'd like. Still, overall, Kaiser's network just feels more robust and consistent, so Kaiser takes it for provider network. Alright, let's talk digital experience, because who has time to call a doctor's office these days? Kaiser's portal and app are smooth, let you book appointments, refill scripts, do e-visits, all that. But a few features only show up in some regions, so it's a bit location dependent. Oscar, though, is like the techie cool kid on the block. App's highly rated, you get 24/7 virtual care, and their care teams actually chat with you right inside the app. Tracking claims is honestly a breeze. Sure, the app has its occasional down moments and sometimes you're waiting a bit for a reply, but generally, Oscar is just killing it for digital stuff. So this one easily goes to Oscar. Oh, and here's something cool you might not know. Kaiser's actually been around since 1945, while Oscar's the new kid, starting in 2012. Kinda wild how their approaches are so different given that age gap. Care coordination, let's go. Kaiser is like the poster child for this. Pharmacy, lab, doctors, all connected, almost no paperwork, and referrals happen behind the scenes. The con. If you want to see someone outside their system, yikes, good luck. Oscar gives you care guides who do help you find your way through appointments and even get referrals to outside docs if you need. It's helpful. But it's not the same tight setup as Kaiser, and if you've got a complex condition, it might feel a bit scattered since they rely on partners. In the end, Kaiser clearly wins at care coordination. Now, availability. Kaiser is like your favorite coffee shop, amazing but only in specific places. California, a few other West Coast states, and a handful on the East Coast. That's about it. Oscar. It's hustling hard, available in over 20 states and popping up in more every year. They're in the ACA marketplace and some employer plans too, still not everywhere but way more than Kaiser. So Oscar takes the win for availability, no contest. Last up, member satisfaction. Kaiser absolutely loves topping those satisfaction charts. Some surveys like J.D. Power consistently score them high, and their focus on preventive care, really solid outcomes. Only real gripe people have as long waits in busy cities. Oscar has fans, especially among people who want easy tech and virtual visits. They're super transparent about claims too. but overall satisfaction is just a bit more hit or miss, probably cause they're newer. In the end, Kaiser wins the member love here. Let's just map it all out visually. For some categories like provider network and care coordination, Kaiser just spikes higher. Oscar pulls ahead in value, digital experience, and availability. Depending on what you care about, it's easy to spot their strengths here. So, the bottom line, if you want integrated care that feels totally seamless and you live in a state with Kaiser, it's honestly a fantastic no-hassle experience. But if you're after more flexibility, techie tools, or need insurance in more places, Oscar's probably gonna be your pick. Both do some things really well, but there's a clear vibe difference. If this helped you even a little, you already know, hit follow for more deep dives into health plans and save yourself headaches in the future.